Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Now, the Luna restaurant located at the Falls at West Mall is currently hosting their two-day event, French Fusion Tasting. The event, which began yesterday, which would have been the 31st of May, concludes today, the 1st of June. In studio with us today is international chef Joaquin Alcocer for the French Fusion Tasting conversation. And guess what? You need to pay some attention because we are going to be giving you the chance to experiencing it with a giveaway. So let's get into the conversation. Good morning, Chef Joaquin. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
It's a pleasure to have you with us on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
It's wonderful to have you, but you've been quite a busy gentleman.
Absolutely, I have, yes, as a matter of fact.
So we were just discussing off air that you just came from France.
Correct.
And you're here now.
Yes, I was in France for the Cannes Film Festival for 3 weeks. I was one of the chefs there, and now I am here 3 days after my final day at Cannes Film Festival.
And how does it feel to go from being in Cannes to coming here and doing a French fusion tasting? It
is absolutely amazing. It allowed me to really make sure that what I was doing with the menu that I did have was absolutely what I wanted to do for the Trinidadians here today at Luna Restaurant.
Wonderful. So did you create the menu, or was it a team of you that came together?
I created the menu for this one, yes.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So we're really getting that true taste of France.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But you're also getting a true taste of where I'm from, which is from Texas. So it kind of has a little bit of a fusion of French flair with some Texas undernotes of the flavors.
You beat me to my question because I wanted to ask you. So you say you're from Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
And that would have inspired you to bring this fusion together. What other inspirations do you have for?
My grandmother was my largest inspiration. She absolutely taught me everything I know about cooking. And as soon as I finished my cooking career, excuse me, let me start over. As soon as I started my cooking career, I went into culinary school where my French accolades started coming through. And that is where I started learning the process of French fusion, or French cuisines, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And would you say it's one of your favorites?
Absolutely. There's just something about the richness of what French food really is that makes everything worthwhile.
Wonderful. Now, today, of course, I know that we're going to get some incredible options from your French fusion tasting. Right. Can you share with us just a sneak peek of what's going to come?
Well, we do have a nice roasted chicken, and it's going to have a nice, beautiful roasted corn with a little bit of cream. It's reduced down. It's nice, a little succotash. And my favorite will obviously be the braised short ribs. The part that comes into Texas is I smoke the short ribs down a little bit, so it has a really beautiful smoky flavor. And then once that we smoke them down for about 2 hours, we will then take them and braise them slowly until they become nice and tender and just about falling apart.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What about desserts?
Dessert is my favorite. It is a croissant bread pudding with a creme brulee filling. So it is not your standard bread pudding. It has a nice custardy texture right in the center.
So we're going to get some really nice flavors and taste profiles out of today. What about some pairings as well? Because, you know, one thing we all know, France is quite well known for their champagne and their wines as well.
Yes, absolutely. So we are definitely pairing each one of the meals with a variety of wines. We do have some Bordeaux, we have some Pinots, and there are some Rosés. So each one of the courses will be paired with a beautiful wine.
Oh, nice. So I hope that you were listening because we are going to be giving away tickets for 2 of you to go to dinner tonight for this incredible tasting event brought to you by Luna and, of course, by Chef Joaquin. It's quite interesting that you found a way to mesh your Texan heritage with your French. Well, with your French love, I'll say that's probably the best way to put it. How have you found that's worked for you so far when you've been going out? Because you just mentioned that you've been in Cannes, and I'm assuming that you've been able to definitely put a bit of your love into every sort of dish that you do.
Oh, absolutely. So I think it just has really meshed well. And as far as it goes, the flavors really will absolutely just blend together as long as you are passionate about what you are doing in the form of cooking. And if you make sure that you have the proper techniques down, which are all the classical French techniques, it doesn't matter how you take it, it will go the right way.
Now, I just want to go back to our viewers for a quick moment. Of course, 622-4010, you can give us a call. We have a question for you, so you can win dinner for 2 this evening at Luna for a fantastic culinary experience. Now, I was ready to hear about the meats because you know Texas is very famous for that. It's one of the things that you'll go there for, obviously. But what about for vegetarians? Are there any options for vegetarians?
Well, there is a salad course that is absolutely the vegetarian option, but it is a beautiful salad. I actually did create, this is my signature salad. It is a mango vinaigrette salad, has a little bit of cilantro, it has a little bit of jalapeno, so there comes my Texas flair as well. And it's a very beautiful, the mangoes are freshly picked. I actually just went to one of the sourcers' homes, a person who sourced the mangoes for me, picked them right off the tree, nice and sweet mangoes here in Trinidad.
Nice.
So it's some local product, absolutely delicious. It is fantastic. I think the chef said that it was a very confusing but delicious flavor profile because he wasn't used to what it was, and he said it was just mind-blowing, and he couldn't figure out why it was so delicious. So
it sounds mind-blowing. Before we get to that, though, we have Port of Spain online. Port of Spain, good morning.
Hi, good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm trying to be fine.
Well, hopefully you're going to be fine, and you're also going to be well fed this evening. So our question for you is, what classic French dessert will be served during the tasting event?
My goodness, is it pasta?
pasta for dessert.
Pasta for dessert? That's quite an interesting concept, but no, I'll give you one more try. It was mentioned in the segment just a few moments ago.
Gosh, I don't remember. Don't recall that part.
All right, well, thank you so much for calling, and you never know, you may have just created a brand new dessert for us. Have a wonderful day. All right, so that's interesting. Pasta for dessert.
It could definitely happen for sure.
Well, there you go. Next time you come,
absolutely,
we're going to have pasta for dessert. But I'm very excited about this dessert in particular because something that you've mentioned, I've never experienced that, having that bread pudding with, I don't want to say it too much, but you know, having bread pudding with creme brulee and something else. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very delicious. It just gives, instead of having, you know, your normally dense bread pudding, it has nice little custard pockets of creme brulee right in the center, so it's absolutely delicious.
All right, well, let's see. It sounds delicious. Laventil is on the line. Laventil, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm blessed.
All right, and hopefully you're blessed enough to win this dinner for two. Tell us, what dessert is going to be served this evening at this fantastic French fusion tasting event?
Dessert. I heard it, but I cannot remember what it is he said. Is it crème brûlée? Is it a crème brûlée dessert?
Say that for me again. Is it what?
Crème brûlée.
Okay, you're pretty close, I have to say. I'll tell you what.
The pronunciation of the word.
That's fine. You're pretty much close enough, and I am sure that you are going to enjoy yourself this evening when you go to Luna for a dinner for two. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So hold the line for us, and we will take your information off the air. Now, the answer for this morning's question is a croissant creme brulee bread pudding that, Laventil, I hope you enjoy for me. Wow. Wonderful. Oh, my goodness. So, listen, in case you missed it, an incredible event is happening this evening. Make sure that you stay tuned to the Now Morning Show, where we're going to be sharing all the updates as they come in. Chef Joaquin, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. I know you have a busy schedule, and we look forward to seeing you create a pasta dessert as well sometime
Perfect.
soon.
Sounds excellent.
There's more coming up on the show this morning. Don't go anywhere. This is the Now Morning Show.